Hello everyone, welcome back to Crucial Farms. My name is Patrick, and in today's video I'm going to discuss the plant food that I use for my bonsai trees. And I have an amazing bonsai hack that I think will save you a lot of money. So stay tuned for that. Alright, well, now we're in the greenhouse. And the first thing I want to discuss before we get on to the hack is the plant food that I use. You don't have to use this plant food. You can use whatever plant food you want, like brand-wise, but what I use is a 20-20-20 plant food right here. This happens to be Jack's Classic. I got it at Meadows Farms Nursery, local here to me in Fredericksburg, Virginia. As you can see, I wrote on top, bonsai only. As you can see, it's blue in color. It smells like multivitamins. Might be something to think about. But for bonsai only, this is this brand. This is what they had. I've been around to many places. I've been to Home Depot recently just to look to see where I could maybe give you all some advice where to find it if you're looking for it. They didn't have it. None of them have it. So either online or there. And what this means is a 20-20-20 mix is that there's 20% total nitrogen, 20% phosphate, and 20% soluble potash inside here, which is very, very good food for your bonsai trees. I personally wouldn't consume this. My farm here on Crucial Farms, all the vegetables I'm going to be growing are basically organic in the sense that I'm organically growing them. I just can't call them organic when I sell them. Virginia has a lot of rules. Yeah, so now on to the hack. Well, the hack is that now you can use a pot. You can buy yourselves a bonsai pot, and I've looked online. They're anywhere from $40 upwards of over $200 for a bonsai pot. A bonsai watering pot is what I'm saying. Now here is a normal watering can, as we call it, a nice small hole to just easily fill water and not have much splash, maybe a semi-long neck. It's pretty much useless. Also, if you notice where the handle is, once it's full of water, it wants to do this automatically, which I guess could help, but it also sucks that you gotta carry it like this to keep water from spilling. This pours water way too heavily onto the plant. So, something I have decided, and something I've been doing recently, is right here. A 1-gallon pump sprayer. This thing is $14.99 at Home Depot. That's it. And I'm sure as long as you keep it clean and make sure it's not full of water in here and freezes, and so this, pipe the tubing doesn't crack, you should be able to keep this for a long time. So I'm going to show you guys how I mix up my plant food, and then we'll go ahead and water the trees and see if they're happy about it or not. And then we'll discuss more of why this is a great tool to have for your bonsais. And because you should be spending money on maybe nicer pots or things of that nature, and maybe not spending $200 on a bonsai watering pot. So, yes, let's get on to the next segment. All right, well, now we're here to the water tank so that we can get water and put it in our sprayer. So basically, here's what I'm going to do. First off, I'm going to pop the handle off, of course. Open up my 1-gallon thing here. I'm going to go ahead and open the water container. Now, what I do is, so I don't get what I would call cross-contamination, is because I'm not using anything like this ever on my vegetables, as I said. I'm using a transfer vessel. I've done this an awful lot today, but it's about 2 gallons, so what we'll do is we'll just let it quickly fill up this tank. This 1-gallon tank, and it has a maximum fill line, so make sure if you're ever using a pump sprayer, and I've already pre-rinsed this out as well. Make sure if there's any plastic bits in there, they're not getting caught inside. But yes, it has a maximum fill line. Make sure you always follow the directions on that, or you might not get the pressure you desire, or you might get too much pressure. So just go ahead and drop this in here. It can float around. So now what we will do is we will take our bonsai food here and open it, making sure not to get moisture inside of this container here. And I'm going to take just a tiny, tiny bit. This is about all I give the plant, all 13 of my trees per day is all they get is about this, and they get about a gallon for those 13 trees. So we'll drop this in here. Now you could shake it, you could do any of that. I find that stirring it is the best method of getting it very incorporated into it. Now I've labeled my pump sprayer, and I would do the same if I was you, just to make sure no one's ever getting into this that shouldn't be, animals or children, you know, all those things of that nature. So now that it's stirred up, I was saying, I use a very minute amount daily, and if you add all of those minute amounts up together, it would not equal, I would not be over the recommended feeding for the plants per month. So we're still under that. They get fed each day. So screw on your lid tight, turn it so that the plunger rises, and pump. Then you'll create pressure inside the pump sprayer and you'll be ready to go. Now let's head on back over to the bonsai plants and let's give them a good watering this morning. What do you say? Okay. Now that we're back over here in front of our trees and we have finished pumping so that this is nice and charged, I'll go ahead and test the spray out here. Get some air out of the line, and you see it's a very, I hope you can see it on the camera, but it is a very, very fine mist because I have this valve tightened all the way. But that fine mist can be changed to a heavy stream if you want it to be. Now I keep it right about there, and a little bit less, still a little bit less. There we are. Right about there, and begin to water. Moistening everything. And believe me, you can hold it here for a minute and it will saturate the plant. You can also give all the foliage a mist if you like. What's nice about this is what they charge all that money for when you're getting a bonsai. When you're getting when you're buying a bonsai watering can, is because it has an extra long neck. And some of them are made out of really specific metals, but I think this pump sprayer will last me a few years. But what's great about this is the long neck, so that I can reach all the way back here without having to hold a 2-gallon watering can over my plants, or a 1-gallon watering can over my plants. I mean, you don't want to drop that. You could really break a tree. But this gives a nice, gentle mist, and you can water all of your plants, all of your trees, and everything. It gets right back in there, and you can just hold it here, and it is saturating and saturating and saturating. So that's that tip. When it comes to also watering with a sprayer, I have a 2-gallon sprayer and a quart sprayer. They are right over here. Let me zoom in. You can see here's my 2-gallon sprayer and my quart sprayer that just water inside. And that's to mist over the top of the lettuce, because we're not doing in the tray watering quite yet. Gonna let all the little babies, all the little baby lettuces grow up real big. So not only do I use my 2-gallon pump sprayer for the baby vegetables, but I have these huge potted plants of mint over here, and well, there's a bonsai there that could be one. I have my wife's peony that I water, and then all these mints over here. Using the pump sprayer, it just makes it very easy for right now until my the plumbing is all finalized and hooked up to coming down here. So we know we have no more freezing days. But other than that, that's what's been going on. That's my little bonsai hack for the day, is to buy a $14 or a $15 1-gallon pump sprayer and use that to water your trees. It works very, very well. It's a perfect application for it, because it's you can, you know, pump it up a few times and spray it very, very easily. Man, that's about it for the day. I appreciate all of the new subscribers that we've gotten. I think we've gotten about 50 or 60 in the past week. I'm humbled. I'm very happy about that. It makes me want to do more videos like this and just upload something when I'm just you know, I'm out here every day just working and doing my daily stuff. So for people to want to come around and see it, it's really, I guess, empowering, I guess I could say. Coming up later this week, these first 2 rows back here are going to get tilled with manure, and I'm gonna get the ground ready for all the lettuce babies to go into. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all later this week on the farm. Bye for now. Bye-bye.